Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Om Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitayah Pataye Namaha. Om Shri Ramachandraya Namaha. Atulita Baladhamam Hemashailaabhadeham Danujavana Krishanum Jnaninamagraganyam Sakala Gunanidhanam Vanaranamadhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Dhyayami Chinmayanandam Gurudevam Mahamatim Prema Purnam Kriyashilam Sada Lokahite Ratam Kripalum Sundarakaram Samartham Satyadarshinam Vacha Tattva Prakashinya Shoka Moha Vinashinam. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Om Namah Shri Tulsi Dasa Sadvarishtaya Dhimate Puritam Hridayam Yena Rama Premamrite Name. Om Shri Tulsi Dasaya Namaha. Hari Om, a very warm welcome. Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji intimated Narada as to why he did not allow Narada to get married to Vishwamohini. We saw yesterday. And then, having clarified that it is for my good only Bhagavan did not allow me to get married to Vishwamohini, Naraji confirmed, Naraji clarified. And then he asked, Bhagavan, you talked about Santa along with the Bhagavan, along with the celestial beings who added Santa Purusha. I would like to know the Santa Lakshanas, Santa Mahatma's Lakshanas. He asked Bhagavan. And then Bhagavan says, Sunu Muni, hey Muni, Sunu, listen. Santanake guna kahamu. I will now tell you the Santa Lakshanas, the gunas of Santa Purushas. Jinate me unke basarahamu. Because of those virtuous qualities, because of those Lakshanas, I remain in their heart. I remain in their heart. I love to be in their heart because of these Lakshanas. What are they? That is being said in the later portion of the 45th Chaupai. We have seen till there. Now we will see Shatabikara Jita. From there we will see. षट्विकार जित अनघ अकामा अचल किंचन सुचि सुखधामा अमित बोध अनीह मत भोगी सत्य सार कवि कोविद जोगी सावधान मानद मदहीना धीर धर्म गति परम प्रवीणा गुनागार संसार दुख रहित विगत संदेह तजि मम चरण सरोज प्रिय तिन कहूँ देहन गेह सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. One by one, very beautifully, Bhagavan enlists the glories of the Lakshanas of the Santa. Now here, we may very clearly come to understand one thing. These Lakshanas, which are being enlisted by Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji to Narad ji, is not for us to start judging others. Our task must be to pick up, if not all, a few of them initially which are convenient, and then proceed to gain the qualifications of these Lakshanas or gaining these Lakshanas in our own life. Be it a sannyasi or a samsari also, these Lakshanas are extremely important for us to be happy, to be peaceful, to be calm and quiet and enjoy the peace within. And those becomes Lakshanas of Santa Mahatmas. Alright, now we will go to it. Shatabikara jita anaga akama. Shata vikara jita. Jita means the one who has overcome, one who has gained the control over, one who has won over. Shata vikara. These are the 6 passions. What are they? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Kama, lust, infatuation, desire. Krodha, anger. Lobha, greed. Mada, pride. Matsarya, jealousy. Shadvairinaha, these people, the Santa Purushas, have won over. They have gained mastery over it. Meaning what? Very, very important, please note. They are under the Santa's control and the Santa is not under their sway. Many of us, we are under the control very many times. We also have them under our control occasionally, yes. We should not say we don't have control at all. That may be a wrong statement. But we having a control over them are a bit rare, not very frequently. Whereas the Santa Mahatmas control them almost all occasions. Very rarely they fall prey, or very rarely they, slip a bit. Whereas we very rarely have a control. Think. That is why they are called Santa Mahatmas. Then, why do I say that rarely they slip? They rarely slip because they also work with a mind, well-controlled mind, governed mind. But all said and done, mind for what it is occasionally slips, but in their case, very rarely slips. And therefore, the one who has mastered otherwise are called Santa Purushas. One is called Samskara. What is Samskara? Samskara are all the positive aspects of it, and Vikara. One is Samskara, another is Vikara. Vikara are all the perversions and negativities of life, which the Santa Mahatmas have gained control over. Then Anagha. Agha means sins, papa karma. Anagha, the one who is sinless, meaning they are always on the right track and they perform actions which are not sinful. Akama. Now one may say, Swamiji, why again akama? Earlier it is said kama rahita. Now again why akama? Here akama is a very interesting point. They don't even have desire even for the highest. Meaning what? Absolutely dry of all kinds of desires. They don't have desire of that kind for even moksha. Some people have great desire for moksha, but that desire for moksha, the intense desire for moksha, sometimes can also become a hindrance, it is said. One must have, mumukshutvam is that, moksho me bhuyat iti ichha mumukshutvam. But that mumukshutvam also must be with an attitude of gaining the moksha, yes, but not a desperation for moksha. They are two different things. Desire for moksha and desperation for moksha. Both are poles apart. They don't have the desperation for moksha, they do have desire for moksha. What is this desire? A genuine need to gain the Supreme. Akama. Continuing, that Arathana Dharmana Kama Ruchi. I have no ruchi in neither artha, na dharma, na kama. Gatina chahau nirvana. I don't want even nirvana. That is that akama we are talking about. Janama janama rati rama pada. Yahana. I want only rama pada. Therefore, Yaha baradanu na anu. Please give me this Tulsidasi asked, isn't it? Therefore, they have no desire to get out also, but they want to be at the feet of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji. Achala, meaning very firm, both within and without. They are very firm. They have no chanchalatva in them. Akinchana, possessing nothing. Kinchana means nothing. They don't have anything. They don't have possession at all. Possession here means two different things again. One, not having possession is not having anything. We have learnt of many Santa Purushas who live with only one chape, we call in Kannada, mat, and then one pot with a glass with covered. That's all. They go for bhiksha, come and then lie down. That's all. That is one extreme kind of Santa Purushas. Others, they may have, now for example, today we have so many great people, so many Santa Mahatmas we have even today, isn't it? Amritandamayi Mataji, so many people are there who may be seen to live a very, very posh life, but they don't have a desire to live like that. Whatever is available, they are with it. They don't ask for a beautiful, royal, palatial ashram. They don't ask for a Mercedes car or a BMW car. People may give, they may use it by Param Puja Gurudev. Whenever the ashram grows, then everything comes and everything is beautified also and very posh and everything maintained very well. All that. That does not mean that they are desiring for all such posh living. No, no, no. That bhakta, they come and they also may give their contribution physically, emotionally, intellectually, financially. They all come and work for that. But the acharya remains unaffected. If tomorrow he said, get out, he can go out with the clothes that he is wearing without anything, just walk out. That kind of a tendency, not having attachment with anything and everything. That is what is called as akama. That is what is called as akinchana. Need nothing, possessing nothing. Shuchi, who has got pure intentions. Pure intentions meaning there is no negativity in them. There are no negative feeling in them. Sukha Dhama, they are an abode of Sukha. What kind of Sukha? It is not palatial house, not that kind of a Sukha. Sukha here is being in bliss. All the time happy. Always fine. Think. That ability to remain happy. That is why it is called as beatitude. Otherwise, what is our case? Become happy, therefore become sad also. Becoming changes colors. Being is remaining in that absolute state of absolute peace, bliss. Therefore, always remaining in that beautiful Dhamma abode of Sukha, peace, P-E-A-C. Think. Amita Bodha, they have got boundless wisdom, great wisdom. They not only have the knowledge of the Shastra, they also have the wisdom of the Shastra. Think. Amita Bodha, well learned. Aniha, no desire at all. Iha means desire. Aniha, one who has no desire. Mita Bhogi, very important. Mita Bhogi, who has very, very limited enjoyments. Here enjoyments is very simple. It is not great enjoyments. Enjoyments means one who lives very, very, mita. Mita bhogi, alpa bhogena, it is said. Alpa bhogena tushyati. We have seen in Sadhana Panchakam. Kshudyadhischa chika, I always quote this. Kshudyadhischa chikitsatam pratidinam bhikshaushadham bhujyatam swadvannam natuyachyatam vidhivashat praptena santushyatam. This is what Bhagavan has written for me today, accepted. Think. That ability to take it as Bhagavan's prasada, this is called prasada buddhi. Not asking. Aniha. Mita bhogi, who just enjoys very, in fact, to call it enjoy also may be a wrong statement. The one who experiences minimal and is very, very happy. Especially food. Bhogi here is food. However, it can also be extended to other things also. minimal requirement for a simple, peaceful living. We can live like that. Shastra Sammata Bhoga it is called. Shastra Sammata Bhoga. What Shastras declare, all this can be taken, can be exercised. So similarly, Mita Bhogi, Satyasara, he is very, very truthful. Truthful to himself at the beginning and then truthful to the outer world also. In fact, truthfulness to the outer world need not be mentioned if you are truthful to yourself. Only when we are not truthful to ourselves, then acting truthful in the outer world makes no sense. When I am truthful to myself, then the other one need not be mentioned. He will be truthful by default. Satyasara. Kavi. Kavi means the one who is a beautiful, well-learned poet. Here poet meaning what? The one who is able to express, who is able to impart the knowledge of the Shastras to the next generation. Kavi, who is also inspired. Kavi also gives another meaning called the one who is inspired. Inspired by what? By the glorious knowledge that has been brought, that has been given to him. So, Kavi, Kobida Jogi. Kavi Kobida, very, very learned. And then Jogi. Jogi here means the one who is well united with Bhagavan, one who is well united with God. Yujyate iti yoga. We have said earlier, the one who gets one with Bhagavan. The Bhakta Bhagavan Bheda will no more be there. Savadhana, the one who is very cautious, very alert, vigilant, so that he will be able to lead a very, very dharmic life. Very rarely we see, once or twice, somewhere we see one slips, but by the time that slip happens, they again immediately get up from that slip. They get up again, bounce back again, and again march towards the Supreme. That person is called Savadhana. In Bhagavad Gita, it's called as Daksha. The one who is Daksha, he is called the one who is ever alert. Manada Madahina, the one who is, bestowing honor on others. And Madahina has completely is free from pride. He always honors others, doesn't ask for honors. You will always find two types of people. They might be in, very many people are in spiritual organization also, demanding some honor, demanding some respect, demanding some recognition, demanding that they should be, known to everybody. Like that, there are people who are, and that too, you won't even realize how they demand. Ati Sukshma. If you give them that respect, they are very happy. While giving, they will be humble and things like that. If you don't give, then they think, They may not speak. We see everywhere. So, not having any demands at the same time, they also honor everybody. They respect everybody. They are very humble. Humility to the core. Without any hina, without mada. Mada means pride, arrogance. The arrogance is a very, very sharp thing, sometimes very subtle. We won't even recognize that arrogance. In a very subtle way they will have arrogance, pride. I, without me. All these are very, very very sukshma, but very dangerous. Not from the standpoint of the others, even in his own heart, he will not have any kind of madahina. Dhira, the one who is very strong-minded. Very, very strong-minded, very clear, sure, steadfast. Dharma, very, very highly conversant with Dharma Gati, Parama Prabhina. The one who is very conversant with the course of Dharma. At the same time, he knows what is right, what is wrong. Who has committed himself to righteousness. Gunagara. He is an abode. He is a treasure of all virtues, gunas, good characters. Gunagara. Samsara dukha. And who is now that samsara dukha rahita. Rahita is in the next line. So you will have to bring samsara dukha rahita. The one who is free from the attitudes of transmigration. The one who is free from any attachment towards worldly things and beings. Samsara dukkha rahita bigata sandeha. He has no doubts at all, doubtless about dharma, karma, jivana, Parabrahma, no doubts at all. He is absolutely clear. Therefore, he is able to lead a very beautiful life of dharma. His actions are an example. He remains a role model to the entire society. Think. Gunagara samsara dukkha rahita Vigata Sandeya, he has no doubt. Why? He is very clear what is right, what is wrong. He is absolutely clear. Taji Mama Charana Saroja Priya. Nothing other than my lotus feet will he ever want. He will give up everything out in the world for the sake of my lotus feet. Bhagavanji tells Naradji. Lakshanas of a Santa. He wants only my feet. He doesn't want anything in this world outside. Tinakahu deha nageha. Not even their own body or their kutira or their home or whatever. Nothing is important for them, including their body. What more you want? Even their own body is not important to them except having reverence to my feet. Continuing the Lakshanas, he says, a mother and a child, they are walking in an exhibition, let us say. Sunday evening, they didn't know what to do. So Mama said, Chalo, let's go to an exhibition. So mother and child is holding the mother's hands. And then they went into the exhibition because it is a Sunday evening, there is a lot of rush in the exhibition. Now the child starts looking here and there. It's holding the hands of its mother. And the child is looking here. Amma, I want that. By the time mother is going, she's pulling the child and is walking. That night, I want that. By the time eyes went to another one. Amma, that I want. I really want that only. How many times we have seen? Children, I want this. Adu beku, idu beku. In Kannada. I want that. I want this. Slowly in that rush, what happened? While looking on that items which is very enticing, the child lost the touch of the mother and they separated because of the rush. Child went in one direction, mother went in another direction. One elderly man was watching the child and they got lost. Now you go to the child. The man said, don't worry baby, I will give you all, whatever you want, I will give you. You wanted so many things. I saw you asking your mother. You come, I will give you all that. The child will no more want any of them. What will the child want? I want my mother only. Mother is ultimate for the child. While the mother is there, she is holding, then all those things make some sense. But when mother is given, a mother has got lost, then the child will not want any of them. It wants only the mother. Similar are the Santa Purushas who want only Bhagavan. They don't want anything else. Continuing, Nija guna shravana sunata sakuchahi paraguna sunata dhika harshahi samasitala nahi tyagahi niti sarala subhavu sabahi sana priti japatapa brata dama sanyama nema guru gobinda be prapada prema shraddha chama mayatridaya mudita mama pada priti amaya birati bibeka binaya begyana bodha jataratha beda purana dambhamana madakarahina kavu bhulina dehi kumaraga pavu gavahi sunahi sada mama leela heturahita parahita ratasila muni sunu sadhuna ke guna jete kahi na sakahi sarada shruti te. He says, Nija guna shravana sunata sakuchai. He will feel very uncomfortable. He will blush when others talk about his glory. He will not like it. Why? It can only develop ahankara. It can develop mamakara. So he doesn't want to listen to his own glories. At the same time, paraguna sunata adhika harashai. To listen to the glories of others, he will be very happy. Normally we are the other side. We want to listen to our glories. And when somebody is praising the other person, okay. We won't be happy. The Santa Purusha are one who will not like to listen to their own glory, but who will be enjoying, who will get delighted when others are praised. Samasitala nahi tyagahi niti. Samasitala. He is always sama. Very cool. Sitala. Very cool. Doesn't get hyped about things. Nahi tyagahi niti. He will never abandon. Tyagahi means that he will never give up that which is the right course. Nahi tyagahi niti. Dharma niti, samaja niti, loka niti, all that he will never lose. You know, they say, Samasitala, he's always cool. There's a very beautiful statement Guruji used to tell. My boss never loses his temper. Meaning what? He always keeps his temper, goes on shouting. And some people are always cool. They don't get hyped up for small things. Hyped up does not always mean that you have to show your anger, throw tantrums and all. Some people will be extremely angry, very disturbed, very pathetic, very noisy inside. Outside they may show very much, very, very cool and things like that. But inside they might be very noisy. But Santa Purusha are those who are very cool, antarbahishcha. Always samasitala. Sarala subhavu sabahi sanapriti. Sarala subhavu, very, very, very pure hearted. Very simple, no complication by nature. Subhavu, it is their nature. And sabahi sanapriti, they will love everybody equally. There is no percentage in love. They love everybody equally. One of the very important part is, if you love equally, then you don't have to worry in remembering who, what, everything. If you have soft corner for some people, you have aversion to other people, some 50-50 somewhere with others. Then you have to remember whom you love how much. In a person who loves everybody equally, he has nothing to hide. He loves everybody not because of what they are, in spite of what they are. That is the glory of a Mahatma. He loves them in spite of the fact, in spite of the durguna they might have. Still he loves them. That is the glory of a Santa Purusha. Japa, tapa, vrata, dhamma, sanyama, nema. They are always given to, meaning what? They are completely engaged in japa, tapa, austerity, vrata, vows, dhamma, control of the senses, sanyama, absolute self-restraint, sanyama, nema, they are given to perfect religious observances, niyama. All that happens naturally with them. They don't have to put in efforts. The moment all these you put in efforts to maintain, very soon you will lose them. How many of us have taken to so many vratas, and every new year resolution? Okay, latest Deepavali. Deepavali resolution. What? From tomorrow morning, I will do one mala japa. How long? Until Kannada Rajyotsava. After that, busy. See, that is not a vrata we call. That is not vow. Whereas these people, they are committed to the vows that they have taken up. Sanyama, self-restraint, nema. Guru Govinda Viprapada Prema. They have love towards Bhagavan and all, very interesting. First is Guru, then Govinda, Vishnu, Bhagavan, then Vipra, Brahmanas. Guru Govinda Viprapada Prema. First is Guru. Even the Shastras always keeps the Guru at the highest plane. Guru, Govinda, Viprapada Prema, they love to serve at the feet of the Guru, God and Brahmanas. Shraddha, Chama, Mayatri, Daya. Shraddha, full of reverence, faith, trust. Chama, very, 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 very forgiving. See, we forgive all our mistakes, but we won't forgive others' mistakes. The Santa Purushas are the other side. They forgive everybody, but they won't forgive their own errors. They will change. Think. 5 fingers are there. If the finger goes and touches, pricks your eyes, do you say, "You bloody fellow? Unprovoked, you have injured my eye. You are ought to be punished. Therefore, tomorrow morning I will cut you." Do we say that? The finger might prick the eyes, but the same finger will say, "I am sorry, I am sorry, I am sorry." It will wipe the eye. Is it not? Think. Forgiving is the very natural way in Santa Purushas. They forgive. They don't keep the grudge. Maitri, very friendly with everybody. Very friendly, very compassionate. Daya is daya, compassionate. Mudita mama pada priti amaya. Very cheerful, all the time cheerful. Come what may. That is fine. It is okay. We will see what can be done. Okay. Very smilingly, Mama Pada Priti Amaya, under all circumstances, and very sincerely, they are devoted to my feet without any hypocrisy. Very important. Amaya, without any hypocrisy, they are devoted to my feet. Birati Viveka Vinaya Vijnana. They are characterized by nature, Virati, dispassionate for all the material stuff. And they are not very much keen in so-called relationships of varied kinds. They have only one relationship, that is with God. Virati, Viveka, an ability to discriminate rightly at the right point, having right contact. That ability to discriminate, Vivekis. Vinaya, at the same time, most humble. Vidya dadati vinayam. The very fact they are all very knowledgeable, you can see vinamrata in them. You can see humility in them. Vinaya, Vijnana. They have the knowledge of Bhagavan. Santa Purushas, they have gained the knowledge of Bhagavan and they live with that knowledge. Vijnana, Bodha, Jatharatha, Veda Purana. Bodha, they have the right knowledge. Knowledge of one thing is different. Having the right knowledge is another one. They have the right knowledge of Veda Purana, of the Vedas and Puranas. It is called as what? Pramanika Jnanam. Pramanika Jnanam is Jnanam, that is authentic knowledge of Vedas and Puranas. Yatha Karaschandra. In, I think, Swami Vivekananda's book it is written, Yatha Karaschandana Bharavahi. A donkey, it is carrying chandana. It will only think of the weight of the material on its back. It will not know the value of the material. Similarly, bharasya vetta natu chandanasya. It only knows the weight of the chandana, not the value of chandana. So many people may be having rooms and rooms of libraries of books. I also have a lot of collections, no doubt. But they won't know the value of those books, knowledge in that books. So just collection of books, of being pandit, having panditya in the books, does not make them any knowledgeable. And the one you gain the knowledge of that, all the Shad Vairinaha leaves you and you will remain with absolute bliss. Dambha, Mana, Mada, Karahi, Nakavu. Nothing can come and trouble them. Dambha, pride, Mana, Aham, Mada, arrogance. Karati Nakavu, they are never engaged in, touching that guy because he has no care for all that. He is busy reveling in God. Bhulina dehi kumaraga pavu. Even by mistake, they won't set their foot on the evil path. Now this also, very many people might question, how do you say so? First of all, they are all the time in the evil path. But then they start questioning people who are in the right path. Occasionally they miss and they come back. They want to be in the right path only. By mistake, sometimes due to other people's this one, even if they shift a little, quickly they will realize and they will come back to the right path. They want to be in the right path always. Bhulina dehi kumaragapavu. Gavahi sunahi sada mamalila. All the time, these Santa Purushas, they want to listen to my Leela. They want to sing my Leela. They want to speak about my Leela. They will not think about their own Leelas or others' Leela. They only want to be with my Leela. Hetu rahita parahita rata sila. Hetu rahita, without any reason, parahita rata. They remain in working for the sake of others. Paropakara idam shariram. They live that paropakara Munisunu sadhuna ke guna jete. Hey Muni, hey Narada, these are the qualities of the saints and sages. But he says, Kahina sakai Sarada Shrutitete, even Sharada, Devi Sharada, Saraswati or Shruti, none of them can complete talking about the saints and sages because their qualities are numerous. Most of them we don't have even knowledge of what that quality is, that kind of wonderful qualities they all have. Even Sharada Saraswati or Shruti can really express them. Then comes the Chanda. Kahi sakan sarad sesha narad sunat pada pankaj gahe asadina bandhu kripala apane bhagat guna nija mukha kahe sirunai barahi bar charanani brahma puranarad gaye te dhanya tulsi das आस बिहाई जे हरि रंग रये रावणारि जसु पावन गावहि सुनहि जे लोग राम भगति दृढ़ पावहि बिनु बिराग जप जोग दीप शिखा समजुबति तन मन जनि होसि पतंग भज ही राम तजि काम मद करहि सदा सतसंग. Tulsidas ji concludes the Aranyakand with a chanda and two dohas. Kahi sakan sarada sesha narada sunata pada pankaj gaye. Neither Sharada nor Seshanaga could talk about them. Why? Their glories are so many. Even as he heard these, Naradji clasped Bhagavan's feet. Narada Sunata Pada Pankajagai. He went and fell at the feet of Bhagavan and held his feet very tightly. Asadina Bandhu Kripala Apani Bhagata Guna Nija Mukha Kahe. In this way, the all-merciful Lord, compassionate Lord, who is, befriender of anybody who seeks him, meaning he embraces everybody, he accommodates everybody. Such a Bhagavan, with his own lips, he recounted the glory of saints and sages who are his own devotees. Adbhutam. Sirunai barahi bara. Again and again Narada bowed his head to the Lord. Charanani Brahmapura Narada Gaye. Having offered his salutations, he took leave and he went to Brahmapura towards the abode of Brahmaji. Te dhanya tulasi dasa asa. Those who are, Tulsidas says, those who are blessed, who give up all hopes with the worldly affairs, and then those who are very steeped in the love towards Bhagavan, towards Sri Hari, Hari Ranga Ranga. Tulsidas says, Je Hari Ranga Raye, colorfully with all their love and affection, they remain with the thought of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra Ji. Now the last two dohas, Phalashruti. I know I might be a little late, few minutes. It's okay, we complete this here. Ravanari jasu pavana gavahi sunahi jay loga. Those people who sing and who hear the most sanctifying praises of Bhagavan. Who is Bhagavan? Ravanari, Ravana Ari. Meaning, Ari means enemy. Um, Ravana Ari means Ravana's enemy. That is Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji, the one who listens to his glories and who sings his praises. Rama Bhagate Didhapavahi, they will be rewarded, they will be blessed with what? A steadfast devotion towards Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji. Binu Biraga Japa Yoga, even if they have not done any japa or yoga or prayer, anything. Nothing, even if they have done, if they come and surrender at the feet of Bhagavan, Bhagavan takes care. Tumarachaga kaam ko darna. Deepasikha, this is a very beautiful word here. Deepasikha samajubati tana manajani hosi patanga. Deepasikha. It is said that word has got two very important meanings. Please be attentive. Earlier, when Sita ji was getting married to Ramchandraji, she was identified as Deepashikha. Shikha means head. Deepashikha means the tip of the Deepa, which indicates light, which indicates beautiful light, which also spreads light for others. Deepashikha. But the same Deepashikha is also told as the negative aspect. Why? As long as the Deepashikha remains in its own control, the Nari, woman, Maya, Grihalakshmi, we call, they spread light to others and take care of the entire family. But if the men become a moth, then he goes and commits only suicide. 2. Deepashikha also clarifies one point. The body of a young woman is like the flame of a candle. And in that flame of a candle, if the moth, the moth, which is that? Mind. Oh mind, manaha jani hosi patanga. If you become a moth and run towards that flame, then the same flame can destroy you. The clarity here is a woman can be a Grihalakshmi, taking care of the entire family, and through that, even up to the nation, she can protect. But if you look at her differently, she will become fire and you will only be a moth who will go and die. So look at women as Grihalakshmis, as Mata. But if you look at her young body for that petty, paltry, cheap flesh, then you become a moth and you will only die. Beware, O my mind. Bhajahi Rama taje kama mada karahi sada pat satasanga. Bhajahi Rama. Abandoning lust and pride, kama and mada taji. Give up all that. Bhajahi Rama. Take to the glories of Rama. Karai sada satasanga. Be in the company of such wonderful saints and sages who will lead you to that higher truth. And with that beautiful lesson, Santa Tulsi Das ji concludes Aranyakanda. Iti Srimad Ramacharita Manase Sakala Kali Kalusha Vidvamsane Tritiya Sopana Samaptaha. The third canto Aranyakanda comes to an end. Thus we have completed Aranyakanda today. We have one more day tomorrow. And tomorrow is a very, very, very important part of Aranyakanda where we will deal with the summary of Aranyakanda and the very essence, the gist of this beautiful Kanda, Aranyakanda, we will see tomorrow. Alright, with that, Aranyakanda gets over, and in the next series, we will get into the most wonderful, beautiful Kanda, Kishkinda Kanda. Alright, tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow is a very, very important session. Please be present. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।